I have no idea if I've done an intro to this video. This, I feel like, is going to be all over the place because I've barely filmed. And this might be a very short video, but I kind of wanted to document all the books that I read while I'm on holiday. This is our view. So you've obviously seen the little clips that I've added. So I thought I would now just talk about the books I've read so far on holiday. Let me get my Kindle. Okay, so it's been about a week and a half since we've been here, and I've read about 5 books, 4.5 if I'm being specific. Let's discuss the 4.5 books I've read so far. So I was already halfway through 𝔪𝓬𝔬𝔫𝔱 by Olivia McCarthy. So this was an arc that I had for August. And so, well, yeah, I guess I can give you my rating. I think I'm going to probably give it... it's really hard. So Olivia is one of my new favourite authors. This one wasn't my favourite that I've read, I have to admit. I'm either thinking maybe like a 3.75 or a 4. Because at the same time, I'm trying not to be biased, you know, just because she's my favourite author and I've given her other books high ratings. So I'm trying not to like show favouritism as well and trying to give like an honest rating. So my review and rating will go up for that in a couple days. So by the time this video's out, it'll be published and released so I can talk about it. So yeah, that's kind of my in-between thoughts, but I definitely do recommend it. They're just really easy, clean reads. They just like flies by. It only took me like a couple days to read. I thought that was a really good summer read. I finished that on the plane. That is like Grumpy Neighbour. He is a doctor. She is staying and looking after her grandma for a few months, and yeah, there's just like some deeper issues as well. Yeah, it's very wholesome. Definitely recommend you go check her out. I've really enjoyed her books. She is a newer author, but I just love her writing. And then I was also listening to But He's My Grumpy Neighbour by Anna Conwell. I gave that 3.5 stars. Definitely not my favourite of Anna's books. Again, another new author of mine. I think I've mentioned this author, I don't know how many times in the last couple of videos, but literally, I just love her rom-coms. And she's coming out with a fantasy. I'm so beyond excited. She's just literally one of my all-time favourite authors. I'm just like binging all of her books. Yeah, the second half was definitely more my favourite than the first half. I don't know, I felt like the first half, it wasn't as slow burn as I preferred, a little bit more like instant attraction, and I don't really, it's not my favourite. But I have to admit, like the second half and the ending was just like really good. It definitely bumped up my rating. You know what, I think I actually gave it 4 stars. 1 minute, let me check. Okay, yeah, so if I'm being specific, I gave it 3.75 stars. And then, of course, as soon as I got here, I immediately started The Confidentiality Clause, again by Anna Conwell. This is the last book in the More Than a Game series, like one of my all-time favourite series I discovered this year. It's like a sports romance, and this last book was just the perfect end. It just wrapped it up nicely. You got to see like all the previous characters. It's just it's so sweet. I just loved it. I gave that 4.75 stars. It was literally so close to being 5 stars. Honestly, it might even go up to 5 stars the more that I think about it. I mean, at the moment, I feel like 4.75 is good. It's not quite a 5-star, but it's so good. It was so close being up there. I feel like all the books lead nicely to this last book. You're following all the male sports athletes. You're also reading and get to know a little bit of their sports agent, Brock, and that was his book. And yeah, honestly, there wasn't anything that I didn't like. I loved it. So sweet. I honestly can't wait to reread the whole series because I'm so sad that the series has finished, because there's not many romance series that feel like that, and I don't know. I feel like not many authors can write romance books as good as that. So if you can't tell, I definitely recommend her and her books. And then actually today I just finished the 3rd Gilmore Girl. This by Kelly Bishop, aka Emily Gilmore for the Gilmore Girls fans. I absolutely love Gilmore Girls, and I've been wanting to read Kelly's memoir for a little while actually. She came out with it in 2023, and she is just so different to how I expected. She's just like the complete opposite to Emily in Gilmore Girls. Honestly, reading about her life is shocking in some parts and just like really sad in other ways. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I didn't give it a rating because the more that I'm reading romance memoirs, I'm feeling like I don't know I'm feeling like they're not something you can rate, really. I did start out rating memoirs when I started, but I've listened to quite a few now, and yeah, the last few that I have read or listened to, I haven't rated. So, but this I did really enjoy, and I'm really glad that I finally got around to listening to it. And it's so nice that she was like narrating her own story. Just listening to her voice is just like, yeah, so good. Then again, today I also finished The Pianist's Wife by 𝔰𝓫𝔟𝓰 M. Lane. This was a World War II story. And honestly, it was so sad. I just needed to sob after. And I'm like sitting by the pool and I'm trying not to cry. Just like, I don't know, I've been depressed about it the whole day. It was so good. I gave it 4.75 stars. It was, I loved it. It was so addictive and like had me tense because I was like worried what was going to happen, having on the edge of my seat. Yeah, just like really fell in love with the characters so quickly. The writing was very simplistic. You know, it wasn't like the writing wasn't anything like amazing, but there's just a story in itself, and it's just very thought-provoking, and I'm so glad that I found this. I think I found out through BookBub, so otherwise I wouldn't have found out about this, so I am so glad that I read that. And yeah, it's very tragic and very sad, but very good. Now I needed a pick-me-up, so I started The Fake Out Flex by Ash Kelly. This is a hockey romance. I'm about 14% through. I mean, it's not... At first I was like, oh, I'm loving this. And then there are parts where it just kind of drags. I'm losing concentration. I don't know if it's because I've basically literally read all day. Or I don't know. Yeah, I'm only 14% through, so I'm not going to say too much. But I am looking forward to carrying on with it. And I will keep you updated. We've still got a few more days here, so I want to try and... get a few more books read and finished. I'm going to start a audiobook now that I have finished my memoir. So I've got BookBeat for 3 months, so I'm using that up. I'm probably going to listen to either The Starlit Prince or Set the Stars Alight, which Set the Stars Alight are on my 25 books for the year. So I really need to get to that because I'm way behind with that list, as I've repeatedly said, and that is on my TBR for September. And also I have been wanting to read The Starlit Prince for ages, so I'm gonna try listen to that. But yeah, I have about like 20 hours left, so I can fit in probably 2 more books, so I need to pick wisely. But anyway, I will let you know which one I decide. But I'm gonna chill now for a couple hours, maybe carry on reading, or maybe carry on watching YouTube. I really hope that this is on. Hello. Okay, so it's been a couple of days since I last saw you, and since then I have started 3 books, I'm pretty sure. So I finished what is it called, The Fake Out Flex, I'm pretty sure. I gave that 3 stars. Honestly, the last 10-20% I was just like skipping through it. I don't exactly know what the problem was. I just kind of had enough, and it was just dragging through. I felt like the author just was making it longer than it needed to be. It could have ended, honestly, like 100 pages before. Yeah, overall 3 stars. It was fine. I liked the first half a lot more, I think. But yes, moving on, I then started Rogue's Path, which is a new release by 𝔬𝔫𝔯𝔢𝔷. I love her books, well, their books. It's actually two authors. But yeah, I have read Dark Love and 𝔪𝔬𝔫𝔱, and this is a separate series. So this is a interconnected series. They write clean, dark romances, and this one is a motorcycle gang kind of one where it's like these really tough, strong men, like crime lords, and like the sweetest, like tiny women. It's honestly hilarious and so sweet. I just love the writing. It's so entertaining. It just flies past. So I'm literally only like 10 or 15% through that, because then I also started Friendshipped by Savannah Scott, I'm pretty sure. I'm listening to that at the minute again on BookBeat. I'm really loving that. I am about 70%, and yeah, it's like it's entertaining. It's giving everything I hoped it would. Having, of course, my audio died. What do I expect? I have no idea where I got to. I think I was saying Friendshipped. It's giving everything that I need it to. It's not like the best book in the world, but it's feeling like a 4 stars. Like I don't want it to end. It's perfect for what I need it to be at the minute. And then I started Fantastic Stories, which is an arc because the date is nearer than what I realised. So I have started that, and that is by Robin Hood. Not Robin Hood. Honestly, I don't even know how to explain what it is. So she has written that half in Spanish, so every chapter that is in English, she will then write that chapter in Spanish. So this is like a story of like language and adventure. Yes, I'm literally like, I don't really know what it's about, to be honest. I'm slightly confused. I am about 15% through. I know it's going so fast. I think it's going to be a very short read, but I am enjoying it. Like I said, I'm slightly confused. I feel like I've missed something, but I don't think I have. So hopefully things will become clearer the more I read. But yeah, I have also highlighted a few things, so I feel like it's going to be a good book to highlight, and quite a few good quotes. So yes, I will let you know, and that is all the updates. I've started quite a few books since the last time you saw me, and I will update you when I have hopefully finished. I'm hoping to finish Rogue's Path, or what is going on with my French? I'm hoping to finish Rogue's Path or Fantastic Stories. I definitely think I will finish Fantastic Stories. We have 3 days left here. I think I will definitely finish that before we leave. I'm not sure about Rogue's Path because they tend to be a little bit longer. I'll definitely finish Friendshipped probably tomorrow. Like I said, I'm 70% through that. So yes, I will update you the next time that I see, and hopefully I will finish a few of those books. Hello, it is our last day. We leave tomorrow. So sad. I don't want to go. We just went to the beach, said goodbye, and gonna start packing up in a minute, but I thought I'd give you a reading update. So I finished Fantastic Stories. That was really good. It was confusing because you're following 2 different characters and just their completely different lives, their stories, and I didn't know until like halfway through the chapter which character we was following, and yeah, it's kind of confusing, and I realised that so the point of having it in Spanish is for those who obviously can speak and read in Spanish, which I know a little bit of Spanish, but not enough to read a whole chapter, and I think it just adds a little bit extra if you do read it in Spanish. So yeah, I feel like I kind of missed out a little bit, but still I gave it 4.75 stars. I really loved it. It was very philosophical, and I highlighted so much, like it just gave me so much to think about, and just very different to what I usually read, and yeah, I really did enjoy it. I feel like everyone should read this. Just so short, literally one of the quickest books. So definitely recommend that if you just want something insightful. And also, I've almost finished Rogue's Path. I'm probably like 50% through, I think. That isn't as good as the previous books I've read by these authors. I'm not as invested, I don't think, and I'm not quite rooting for them too as I have been the other previous like relationships. I'm not a big fan of when it's more instant, when things just happen like really quickly, and it's more like just like physical stuff, even though it is clean, but like literally kissing when they first meet, and then you okay, and yeah, and then just like kissing like 5 more times without speaking every time they meet, which I'm not a big fan of. So now I feel like I'm going to start enjoying the second half more, because they're actually going to talk and get to know each other and go on an actual date. So yeah, that is my thoughts on that, but it's still really good. Like, I'm still really wanting to pick it up, and it's kind of addicting. Yeah, it's very funny writing, and it's just very entertaining. Not a lot of, I mean, you do have to concentrate because there's like side plots and mysteries as well, but not a lot of, you don't have to put in a lot of thought, so that's good. So we have a 9-hour flight tomorrow. So I'm definitely thinking I could finish Rogue's Path, and because I think we might have an hour by the pool just chilling before we have to leave. So I definitely think I can finish Rogue's Path tomorrow, and then maybe start an audiobook or another Kindle book. I don't know. I have a few on my list. I also have my September TBR and my autumn TBR. Yeah, I have a lot so that I can pick from. But yeah, I will give you the review at the end of this video, I suppose. Yeah, this is probably the last clip that you'll see me here. So sad. We are back home, as you can tell. I cannot believe just a few days ago I was at the beach every day sunbathing, and now I am back to wearing jeans, jumpers and cow slippers. So sad. Anyway, I thought I would pop on here and give an overall view. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm still a bit jet lagged. Okay, I thought I would do an overall view at all the books that I read, plus some stats, which I'll put here. Okay, so I read, I'm pretty sure, about 8 books, which I am pretty proud of, actually. That's definitely the most that I've read on a trip. So I finished Superior Hearts on like the first or second day, and I gave that 4.5 stars. And then I read an arc, which was 𝔬𝔬𝔫𝔱 by, again, 𝔪𝔬𝔯𝔫𝔫, and I gave that 3.75 stars. Also, these might not be in order because for some reason they're not in order on my Goodreads list. Then I read The Penis Wife by Saroya M. Lane, and I gave that 4.75 stars. And I also read The Confidentiality Clause by Anna Conwell, and I gave that 4.75 stars as well. Oh, and I listened to But He's My Grumpy Neighbour, again by Anna Conwell, and I gave that 3.75 stars. I also listened to The Third Gilmore Girl by Kelly Bishop, and I didn't rate that. Obviously, that was a memoir. And then I read Fantastic Stories, which was a short story, and I gave that 4.5 stars. No, I gave that 5 stars. I think I gave that 4.75 stars. And then I read Rogue's Path by Raw Noir, and I gave that 3.75 stars. And then I started The Vanishing Cherry Blossom Bookshop. I started listening to that, and I'm only like 20% through that, but I'm really enjoying that at the moment. And I also started Assassin of Fire and Sacrifice by Mary Meekum. That was on my Kindle, and again, enjoying that so far. I'm about 50% at the moment. But yes, loving both of those. Overall, I read so many good books and it was a brilliant holiday. So I really hope that you enjoyed my little vlog and hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in another video soon. Take care. Bye.